Students, as we were continuing lesson 6, my childhood, and in our last class we have seen that what type of social warriors were there which Abdul Kalam faced, and how his science teacher, he just made him understand that he had to confront the problems if he want to change that system. And we have also seen that his science teacher, Subramanya Iyer, when he invited Abdul Kalam for meal to his house, how his wife reacted. She refused to serve him because he was a Muslim. And that time the teacher, he served him himself. And when he was asked or invited second time, his teacher's wife, she served him with her own hands in her kitchen. So the change was visible now. It can be seen that whenever we are ready to face the problems, when we are confronting the situations, changes can be there. So let us continue now. Then the Second World War was over and India's freedom was imminent. Imminent means certain. So then the Second World War was finished and India's freedom was now sure, was certain. Indians will build their own India, declared Gandhiji. And Gandhiji also declared that Indians will build their own India now. The whole country was filled with an unprecedented optimism. Unprecedented means never happened or done before, and optimism means hopefulness. So the whole country was now filled with a new hope. I asked my father for permission to leave Rameshwaram and study at the district headquarters in Ramanathapuram. Now Abdul Kalam, he asked his father for permission to leave Rameshwaram and to go to the district headquarters in Ramanathapuram for his studies. At this, he told me, as if thinking aloud, Abul, I know you have to go away to grow. So father, he told him, as if he was thinking very hard what his father said, that he knew for his growth he had to go away. Does the seagull not fly across the sun alone and without a nest? So his father, he also gave an example of the word seagull, that it also flies across the sun without any nest and all alone. So he quoted Khalil Gibran to my hesitant mother. His mother, she was hesitant to send him. So his father, he told her these lines of Khalil Gibran, who was a philosopher. Lines were, your children are not your children. They are the sons and daughters of life's longing for itself. So he said that, children, your children are not only your children. They are the children of destiny, and they come through you but not from you. Children come to the world through their parents but not for them and not from them. You may give them your love but not your thoughts. Children can be given love by the parents but not their thoughts. Parents cannot thrust their own thoughts in the children, for they have their own thoughts, because children, they develop their own thinking, they develop their own ideas, they have their own thoughts. So they don't adopt, they don't follow the thoughts of their parents, or parents cannot convince the children with their own thoughts. That's all for today. Rest will continue afterwards. The chapter is finished. We'll do exercises later. Thank you.